Hey there people, what's going on? Ryan Wyatt for High Point Music, and today we're back in the studio and we're doing another request for one of our wonderful viewers. All they did to get their tune requested today, leave a comment in the comment section, and here we are getting a tutorial tailored for our viewer. So the tune we're going to be breaking down today, if you haven't picked it up from the title, is Circle Sky by the Monkees. So this is a pretty frantic sort of rock and roll. Bit of a lesser known one by the Monkees, but we're going to jump in and break it down for our viewer today. As per usual people, if you want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. Support links are below. If you would like to request a video like our viewer today, all you got to do, jump on the comments section, leave it there, we'll get onto that for you. And if you want my help one-on-one with anything, all those links are below. So with the shameless self-promotion out of the way people, let's start breaking down this video. So what are we going to need? We're going to need some basic open chords, A major, D, E major, some bar chords, B minor, D minor. Don't worry if I'm just running over them. We're going to go through and detail them as we break down the sections in the tutorial. So there's a few sections we need to get to, but this one should be pretty straightforward. So let's start breaking it down piece by piece. The first bit I've got that we're going to look at is the introduction. So I'll do a quick little demo, and then we're going to start breaking down the mechanics and what's going on. All right, 3, 4. All right, so that's what's going on there. Some nice descending power chords. Just got to watch our rhythms, a few percussive hits. Let's jump into it, start putting it together. So first bit, our B5 power chord. Okay, so first finger on the 7th fret, third on the 9th fret on the A, fourth finger on the 9th fret on the D, and we're going 1 percussive hit as our second bit. So 1, we're just moving that chromatically down the fretboard, and we're going to do that a few times in a row. So 1, 2, 3, that's our first step. So 1, 2, 3, a few more goes, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Now what we've got coming up here is this section is we've got to just slightly delay our timing for the next bit. Same ideas with the percussive hit, but we're just going to slightly delay our timing. I'll demo it for you. So 1, 2, 3, rest. So just that little rest step there. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And notice between the 4th fret and our 3rd fret, there's no percussive hit on that one. That's the only one thus far that we don't have that little upstroke. One more time through that. So 1, 2, 3, rest, 4, 5. So once we've got that section out of the way, we're just going 2nd, up, 1st, up, E, open string like that. So 2nd, percussive hit, 1st, E major like that. And if you don't know how to play your E major, that one's showing up on the screen right now. Alright, so why don't we just take stock of where we're at and put that section together. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3. And then we follow through to our A major to round it out. Let's run it again. So 1, 2, 3, rest, 4, 5, dun. Last one here, I'll slow it down, rest, 2nd fret, 1st, E. Okay, so that is our introduction section taken care of. As per usual with all these videos and all these tutorials, exercises I give you, slow it down, understand the pieces, get to know the information, and then slowly speed them up as your comfort level and familiarity rises with the pieces. Or the parts I should say rather. Cool, let's get into the next bit. This bit looks a lot harder than it is, but we're going to break it down in a very easy way for you. So this is after we've just gone. Sounds pretty frantic, sounds pretty busy, but I'll show you people how that all fits together. So we're going to break it into a few steps like we did the last one. First step we need to get into is our A major. Okay, so in that position there, so depending how you like to play your A major, everyone's got in this position, everyone's got their own little slant on it. Let's start breaking down our right hand. So what we've got here, first little bit is a percussive hit. So we've just got our fingers nice and loose on the strings. We don't have the chord fully formed like that, they're nice and loose. So percussive upstroke, so that's it, so little hit. So second point is we're putting our fingers into the A major position and strumming through. So step one, step two, and that's our timing. Up. Cool, once you're feeling comfortable with that one right there, people, we're going to add the next step, or the next part to this first step I should say. So 1, 2. So all we did there for the third and fourth strum was open, targeting our A, D, G and B strings, so the middle four right here, and then back on for our A major voicing like that. I'll piece it together with everything so far. So 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, and notice the direction of my picking 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. So pay attention to the timing with that one as well. Don't rush through it. It's more important to understand it before you get it. That's step number 1. Step number 2, people, is a lot simpler. Once we've gone, step 2 is, which is just 4 parts. First one, percussive upstroke, chord down, percussive upstroke again, and then the chord. So there are 4 strums we're adding to it, up with the percussive, down with the chord. So it's just up, down, up, down. Let's piece it together with what we've got so far so you can see it in context. So 2, 3, nice and slowly. Up, down, up, down. New bit, up, down, 2, 3, 4. Last one here. Alright, so once you've got a handle on that, we're ready to jump into the next part. So let's jump in and see what we've got. So first bit, second bit. All we're doing is we're repeating the first one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, up. So first part plays, then we've got our percussive up, down, for step 2. Step number 3 is we're just repeating the first step. And then let's put that together. I'm going to do it nice and steady so you can, and we're going to build it up, okay? So 2, 3, 4, 1. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually increase the speed of it, and you're going to see how once we just shorten the intervals of everything, that strumming pattern and those chords really start to take shape in that really frantic style of rock and roll strumming. So 2, 3, 4. So what happens once you get that going is almost like it melts together. So it sounds like it's this rolling juggernaut of strumming and chords, but when you break it down, it's just really, really simple parts. And then it's that really confident ability to be able to just put them together and not hesitate between them, which allows the parts to fall together and really get that distinct feel with the strumming that's popping through in the tune. So that brings us through to the next section, which is the chorus-like section, which this part just transitions straight into. We've got our volume up, and really straightforward, this one. So I'll demo it with the verse part so you can see what I'm talking about. 2, 3, 4. It's a really quick little demo, but all we're doing to add that little turnaround chorus style refrain that we're putting in there is just D major for 2 strums. Okay, just a straight D major chord. Shapes flashing up on the screen now. And then the next bit, I like a bar chord here. Okay, into E major. So we've got an F major here, which is our first finger right across there. Second, third and fourth fingers are making that E major shape, just slid up a fret, and then we can drop back into our E major there. So 1, 2, F major, E, and that's how we turn it around for that refrain in that part of the tune. Okay, so the next part of the tune we've arrived at now is we're going to look at the bridge section. So what we're going to carry forward from previous parts learnt in the tune is our right hand strumming. So we're going to keep that. We're going to keep that rhythm coming with our right hand, but we're just going to substitute those open chords for bar chords here. So we've got our B minor in this position, which is our first finger making a bar across the bottom 5 strings. You can do it across all 6 if you wanted to. Your second finger goes in on the 3rd fret on the B string. Your 3rd finger goes in on the F sharp, which is your 4th fret on the D string, and your 4th finger goes in on the B, which is your 4th fret on the G string right there. So we're going to keep that going for 4 bars, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that up to D minor for 2 bars. So I spoke then, which was the reason why I hesitated with the strumming there. It might be a little bit tricky because you're not used to doing that left hand action with our hammering into our open chord position. So if that is the case when you first start strumming and hitting strings like that, what you got to do is just slow it down so it's... So you can get the hang of relaxing that pressure on your left hand, okay, just to get the vibe of the tune across. Alright, cool. So after you've gone 4 bars of B minor, 2 bars of D, we go E major, which we're just using the same strumming pattern. And again, I'm going to go through it one more time. I want you to keep an eye on my left hand and see how I'm constantly relaxing the pressure, okay, to get more of it, to accent more of the chords in the strumming, okay, or more of the rhythms in the strumming rather. So I'll slow it down so you can check those accents, check that left hand technique going on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and up. So I hope that really demonstrated how you can go about using your left hand in that position to give you those rhythmic accents and how to perform the bridge section of the tune. After we get through that bit, we just drop back into our A major and continue on that. Part of the verse, and then once you've got all those sections under your hands, just like that, you've got everything you need to be able to put this song together. So practice those parts individually up, get them under your fingers, and then it's a really good test actually to put this one together with the track. It's going to be a good test of your rhythm because you've got to listen out what's going on find those accents and try and follow, because the tune gets quicker as it goes on, which is typical rock and roll. Let's go. Like, just started off, and I bet you when this one was played live, they just put the foot down, just hammered it. But cool. All right, so if you would like to have your tune put into a tutorial like our viewer today, all you have to do is leave that comment in the comment section. We love hearing from you people, and that's a big part of our channel. We dedicate a large portion of our content to request for our viewers, because we're very passionate about building a really good community of like-minded people who are looking to better themselves to become the best musicians / guitarists that they can be. All right, people, if you would like to support us, best way to do that, hit that subscribe button. Support links are below to help us pump out more content. My name is Ryan Wyatt. This one's been a lot of fun. Enjoy your guitar playing, and I'm going to catch up with you all in content very, very shortly. Until then.